Alright, so we are back at the place with the snake eye and that had the winter banners. Now they're spring banners. And it's completely empty in here, which is ridiculous. It's a Saturday afternoon. It's sunny, it's hot, and this perfect shade and breeze coming through here. And look at that. Look at that plastic bag go. Oh my god. Anyway, what I wanted to show you is as walking by here, I had a hunch that the fountains were going to be up and running. So here we have Mr. Sideways Face, who is constantly rinsing out his gums. He must have some sort of dental issue. But I love this fountain. It's so fantastic and it looks so much better when it's actually running. And I'd love to see the restaurant behind it actually open, but I have a feeling it's just on business days. This is my favorite fountain in the city so far. Let me back up so you can see it. And as I mentioned earlier in the photo of it, I believe I mentioned that it gets the water or the ground all soaking wet all over it and quite a distance. So it's basically a tulip, and it's so smooth on the inside, but it's really stormy at the same time. It reminds me of surf and the ocean, which this province really doesn't, well, the city doesn't really have much of. Looks basically on the lakes, so I think it's a fraud compared to someone being from the ocean. And my feet are all getting wet, but I could just watch that forever. It just looks so fresh and clean, and I just love the shape. And at the same time, the tree fountain is working again. Now what's weird about this one, and they don't have it going just yet, is, I wonder if I can zoom out here. Oh yeah, I had zoomed in, there we go. It has a spiral on the top, from which the water issues forth. You can tell I used to translate ancient languages by the way I'm saying that. So, the spiral normally spins, but it doesn't seem to be going today, and I'm not sure if they're just waiting, or if it's broken, or whatever. But I love kind of watching this the reverse water thing as it's going back down to the ground, instead of being soaked up through the roofs. Let me show you what it looks like. Ooh, it's sunny in here again. It is so cold standing next to that. It's amazing. And it's rushing down the branches and the bark. Yeah, so normally this thing is totally just spinning. But right now the water is spinning and it's threatening to get on my face. And as awesome as that would be, I really need the sunscreen that I have on right now. So, this is sort of, yeah, well, 20 Victoria Street. I'm sure you saw the address. It's Victoria Street, between that and Yonge Street, between King and Adelaide, in downtown Toronto, and it's an amazing little opening that no one seems to come to, especially not on the weekends, where you could just read a book, play a board game with a bunch of people. It doesn't matter, no one's going to be here to bug you. And here's the amazing glass entranceway. I'm so glad it was going today. I really had this hunch it was going. I wanted to show you on cam instead of in the photos because, well, obviously you're going to get a better sense of movement with the water. So we'll actually look right up at the sculptures and you can see it's not a solid piece, but it looks like one from far away. So we'll go through some of it. And from the side you can see right through. But from the street, like I mentioned, it looks like you can't come through here at all. Because it just looks like a solid piece. From anyone who doesn't look for detail, for anyone who kind of just glances over things as they walk by. Let's see again. Yeah. So I'm going to continue my walk up Yonge Street, have a look, see at what people are doing on this fine weekend. It's the weekend after the long weekend, so I want to see what people are doing when they're out and about with the smaller families, as opposed to sort of long weekend going to see the huge family gatherings, going to the barbecues and all that jazz. And it's about to get packed in here, as it often does once I go somewhere. So, the end.